Hi everybody, in this video we are going to discuss about the drugs and alcohol abuse. Drugs and alcohol abuse. In the previous video we studied about the first drug called as the opioids, called as the opioids. Now we will discuss about the cannabinoids, the second one, This is the second type of drug, commonly abused drug. Commonly abused drug. Abused drug means what? Those drugs which are taken under non-medical purpose, non-medical purpose, when they are taken for non-medical purpose to treat a disorder or an injury, we are calling it as what? The abuse, we are calling it as the commonly abused drug. Now the second is what? Cannabinoids. And we also studied that these drugs are obtained from what? That from the flowering plants or from the fungi. So keep those simple points in mind. And now the second one, cannabinoids. So cannabinoids are the drugs, or it is a drugs which are obtained from what? The plants. Obtained from the plant. So the first, what is the name of the plant from which the cannabinoids are obtained? It is known as what? Cannabis sativa. Cannabis sativa. The name of the plant is called as cannabis sativa. Please remember that. So from the cannabis sativa, what is obtained? The drugs called as cannabinoids. Drugs called as cannabinoids. Opioids are obtained from what? It is obtained from Papaver somniferum. Papaver somniferum is the plant from which what is obtained? Opioids. Now we are calling it as, second one is cannabinoids, which are obtained from cannabis sativa. Cannabis sativa. So this plant is commonly called as what? Bhang. It is commonly called as bhang. And the drug yielding plant part, from which part of the plant the drug is obtained, the drug is obtained. Here we should remember the drug is obtained from the leaves and inflorescence of the hemp plant, of the hemp plant, means it is a hemp plant. So either from the leaves or from the inflorescence, means flowers, it is obtained, it is obtained. What is that? The drug called as the cannabinoids. So name of the drug, as we already talking and discussing about this now, name of the drug is what? Cannabinoids. So cannabinoids is a drug which is obtained from a plant called as cannabis sativa, commonly called as bhang. And this drug is obtained from the leaves or from the inflorescence of the hemp plant, we called. Now what is the mode of action? Means this particular drug will be acting upon which part of our body? Which part of our body? If you are seeing the mode of action of the cannabinoids, it interact with the cannabinoid receptors present in the brain. Present in the brain, which means it is also related with what? Central nervous system only. It is also related with the central nervous system only. And here there will be receptors for every cell in the brain. So there are specific receptors that can bind, or to these specific receptors the cannabinoid drug can come and bind and bring the changes. Bring the changes. Now what is the effect of this particular drug? What is the effect? It acts upon the cardiovascular system. Cardiovascular system, which means it is, now in simple we can say that it is acting upon what? The functioning of the heart. The functioning of the heart, or otherwise we can say circulatory system. Circulatory system. So that can bring changes in the normal functionings of the heart. By using what? Cannabinoids. By using the cannabinoids. So now here there are different types of cannabinoids. There are different types of cannabinoids. All these different types of cannabinoids are obtained from the flower tops. From the flower tops or from the leaves or resin, or used in various combinations. These are all flower tops, leaves or resins are used in various combinations, and when they are using these in various combinations, they obtain the drugs called as cannabinoids, like known as what? Different types of cannabinoids known as hashish. Hashish, ganja, charas and marijuana. Marijuana. Please remember, these are all different types of what? The cannabinoids. Different types of cannabinoids. That's a point we have to remember, because they will confuse you in objective with the other drugs. So you should know what are those different types of cannabinoids, what are those different types of opioids. Like that you have to remember. So here under various combinations of the flower tops, leaves and resins, we can produce different types of cannabinoids such as hashish, ganja, chara and marijuana. Marijuana. These are all different types of cannabinoids. And now how this drug is taken? This particular drug is taken in the form of what? Snorting, means inhalation. they take it in the form of inhalation or otherwise oral ingestion. Oral ingestion means through the mouth only they will be taking this particular drug. So these are some points we have to remember when we are discussing about what? Cannabinoids. Okay, cannabinoids. Okay, so these are all the points which we have to keep in mind. So the next one is we are going to discuss about stimulants. Okay, the next one is which are called as the stimulants. These are a group of drugs again called as the stimulants. Okay, see here in the stimulants, the first one which we are going to discuss is about the cocaine. Okay, cocaine is a drug which is acting as a stimulant. Okay, or otherwise we can say under the stimulant, cocaine is the one drug which comes. Okay, it is one of the drug which comes, which we are going to see another drug also, cocaine. So here cocaine is obtained from which plant? Okay, the name of the plant from which the drug called as cocaine is obtained is Erythroxylum coca. Okay, Erythroxylum coca is the plant from which cocaine is obtained. Is the plant from which cocaine is obtained, and this particular plant, it is commonly called as what? Coca plant. Okay, it is commonly called as the coca plant. And drug yielding plant part. Okay, from which part of the plant the drug is obtained? It is obtained from the dried leaves and young twigs. Okay, dried leaves and young twigs means small plants from which they are crushed and they obtain what, or they extract what? The drug called as cocaine. And what is the name of the drug? Already we kept it as the heading or the title called as what? Cocaine. So the name of the drug which is obtained from a plant called as Erythroxylum coca is cocaine. Okay, is cocaine. And this drug is white, crystalline and bitter in taste. Okay, this drug called as cocaine is white in color, it is crystalline and it is bitter in taste. And there are other names for this cocaine also. There are other names given for this cocaine which you should keep in mind in related with the objective part. Okay, related with the objective part. So what are the other names for cocaine? It is called as coke, it is called as crack, it is called as snow, or it is called as sniff. It is also called as princess, or otherwise it is also called as big C. Okay, it is also called as big C. Okay, C represents the cocaine. So these are all the other names which are given for this drug called as cocaine. And mode of action. Okay, mode of action, on which part it will be acting in our body. Okay, this particular cocaine is a powerful central nervous system stimulant. Okay, it is a powerful central nervous stimulant. At the same time, it is a powerful vasoconstrictor, which means it can bring contraction and relaxation of the blood vessels, and it is also acting as what? Anesthesia. Okay, anesthetic. Okay, it is also behaving as the anesthetic. Okay, and now what are the effects when a person takes this? Okay, what are the effects, or how he will be reacting to this particular drug? Okay, how he will be acting when he takes this particular drug called as cocaine? What are the effects? Euphoria. Euphoria means when they take this particular drug, they show a very great joy they will be showing. Okay, a bliss of happiness, we say. A bliss of happiness or a great joy is nothing but the term called as euphoria. So you can remember that euphoria means they'll feel very happy when they take this drug. They feel great, they feel that they are in great joy. Okay, they are in great joy. So that great joy here, it is indicated as euphoria, another term. Okay, for great joy we are keeping it as euphoria. Okay, bliss of happiness, bliss of happiness we call it as. Or otherwise, a very important point, okay, you should keep in mind. Okay, increased energy levels. When a person takes this cocaine, he feels that he is having so much of energy. Okay, so much of energy. So it means this cocaine is increasing the energy levels in the body. And remember, why I am saying this point is very important is that it is because of this many sports persons will be taking this. Okay, many sports persons are taking this particular drug called as cocaine because it is increasing the energy levels. So for every sports person, they need more energy. Okay, they need more energy. But what they do to obtain more energy, they are taking the drug called as cocaine. So this is a very important point. Okay, they will be asking, name the drug that is taken by the sports persons to increase the energy levels. So your answer must be cocaine. Okay, cocaine, which is obtained from a plant called as Erythroxylum coca. Okay, so now hallucinations, imaginations that which are not true. They'll be feeling that what is not there in front of them is happening. Okay, is happening. So that is called as hallucinations. Okay, and these hallucinations drugs are not only it is not only hallucination is not only caused by the cocaine, but it is also obtained from other plants called as Atropa belladonna. These are the names of the plants. Okay, these are the names of the plants, Atropa belladonna and Datura. Okay, these are the names. Okay, please remember. Okay, Atropa belladonna and Datura are the plants from which the drugs are obtained, which can cause hallucinations. Okay, which can cause hallucinations. Please remember, I am repeating the same sentence. There are plants called as Atropa belladonna, Datura. Okay, these plants will also cause what? Hallucinations, because from these plants also drugs are obtained, and those drugs will also cause hallucinations. Please remember that. This is another important point. And please remember, another important point after the increasing the energy levels is another important point is the seventh one. Please remember that it interferes with the transport of the neurotransmitter called as dopamine. Okay, dopamine. Please remember that. A very important. Okay, it is interfering. Cocaines will interfere with the neurotransmitter called as what? Dopamine. Okay, dopamine. A very important point. Okay, dopamine is one of the neurotransmitter which is helping in carrying the nerve impulses from one part to another part. But here what is happening? This particular drug called as cocaine is interfering with this dopamine. Okay, dopamine. And this cocaine is taken as in the form of as chewed form. They will be chewing this particular cocaine, or otherwise it is directly eaten. Okay, this drug is directly eaten, or otherwise it is sniffed. Sniffed means it is the powder form. Okay, it is the powder form. Okay, it is taken in the form of powder. It is inhaled. Okay, and otherwise it is injected. Okay, otherwise it is injected. So in all these forms, cocaine is taken. Okay, cocaine is what? A stimulant, the first type of stimulant. And there is another stimulant. Okay, there is another stimulant called as amphetamines. Okay, amphetamines is the second stimulant. Please remember that. Okay, it is a synthetic drug. It is a synthetic drug, and this particular synthetic drug called as amphetamine is used as anti-sleep drugs. Okay, anti-sleep drugs, or it is also known as speed uppers. Speed uppers, which means they will not feel sleepy. Okay, they will not feel sleepy. So it is used as speed uppers or anti-sleep drugs. Okay, against the sleep. Okay, it will be used, and it is a strong stimulant of what? Central nervous system. It is a strong stimulant of central nervous system. So when a person takes this particular drug called as amphetamines, he feels that there is increased self-confidence. Increased self-confidence. Maybe because of these reasons, there are so many young people, youth, who will be attracted to take these drugs, thinking that their self-confidence will be increasing. They can study for a long period of time by controlling what? Even sleep. There are some students who does that. Okay, but it is wrong. Okay, we should not take these, or nobody should get adapted or addicted to these drugs. And here, as we said, amphetamines are involving a crucial role in increasing the self-confidence. And amphetamines are also acting as what? Euphoria. Euphoria means what? A bliss of happiness. Okay, euphoria means a bliss of happiness, or otherwise we can call this as what? Okay, great joy. Okay, otherwise we can call it as great joy. So the person feels that he is in great joy or in so much of happiness when he or she is taking the drug called as amphetamines, which is coming under as what? Stimulants. Okay, which is coming under as stimulants. So these are the points which we should keep in mind when we are talking about the stimulants. Okay, when we are talking about the stimulants under the drugs and alcohol abuse. Thank you so much.